No, I listen to it all the time. I tell all my friends to smack it raw.
Following podcast contains mature content. The views and opinions expressed by the host are not necessarily those of the host. Listener discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the number one wrestling podcast on Pornhub, the Smackin It Raw Podcast. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden, Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-hosts this evening. First and foremost, he has not been here for the last 17 years, but he has finally made it back. Just in time for this child of his to come of age and no longer have to own child support. He is Daddy Delgado, the Pornhub Poppy, my friend. Oh, the Sultan of Spitter Swallow. That's a thing too, or it was when Spitter Swallow was still a thing. Anyway, my friend Vince.
Yo.
And she is the host of the She Lead Showcase Inside the Mind of this thing that we pretend is in the crowd, but isn't really in the crowd. Storytime with Miss Katie Kinzy, baby, and a bunch of really cool new shows on Patreon. Miss Katie Kinzy, baby.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey. I'm a little sick.
Oh, no.
But Katie refused to take this week off because she's abandoning me next week. So I'll be looking for guests next week, just saying.
Am I not enough?
Are you going to be here next week? Because I wasn't sure. Like, you really haven't given me like an I'm officially back. You just like week to week, you're like, I'll be there or I won't. We know why you're here today. Vince has specifically requested he get to start off Spits and Swallows today. So when we get to that, Vince is starting off the Spits and Swallows.
Well,
because some shit happened on Friday that Vince needs to talk about.
Well, there's been shit that's happened within like my whole sabbatical that I took that I've wanted to come back, but I needed just the time away. But no, like I'm fully back unless there's date night plans, in which case I'll let you know a few days in advance, or at least a week in advance, and let you know, hey, I won't be here because I gotta spend time with the fiance. We have to go do fun stuff together.
So what I'm saying now is, if anyone wants to come on the show, hit me up, just in case a few days before the show, Vince says he has date night plans, and then I need a co-host. It'll be easier just to have someone ready to go.
Or you could just solo Katie that hoe.
I don't solo Katie.
He doesn't do that.
No.
He doesn't do that. I barely do that.
Listen, I perform much better with an audience.
Well then.
We'll get there.
How you guys been?
Been good. Mostly just been spending time playing some Spider-Man. So I've been able to do that a little bit. I'm gonna go and check in some classic Ruthless Aggression stuff because I kind of got the knack for it because I was talking with TC and Reek and we were talking to Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle. So I'm like, I gotta go watch some shit like that. Especially that one scene where Kurt Angle gets chokeslammed by the Big Show, and it kind of looks like Gamora and Thanos from Infinity War.
How dare you?
Well, TC made that reference. TC made the reference. I'm just piggybacking on it. Yeah, I've been good. I'm good, chilling, enjoying wrestling for the most part.
For the most part.
For the most part.
I wonder what you haven't been enjoying, Vince.
Crazy.
We'll see. We'll talk about it when we get there.
Okay, that's why. I was like, what the fuck is that? I know what that is. Katie.
Yes.
Do you have a news and or the episode? That is not the title of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have news and or rumors?
I do. I have quite a few. Just a handful. Not too many. Not too much. Not too little. First and foremost, congratulations are in order to Carmella and Corey Graves for the birth of their son.
Yay!
His name is Dimitri. He was born on Wednesday. Everyone is healthy and happy and good. That is all that matters. Congratulations to them. I mean, and we got Kevin Owens on commentary because of it. I'll never hate that. Talk about it. Vince McMahon sells 8.4. I think it was billion, might have been million. I don't remember.
Million.
Probably of his stocks in the TKO thing. He wanted to not give his kids the company, and they said, "Hey, guess what? Fuck you. We don't want you either." So now he's not even in the company. So that's fun. He still has like at least $16 million worth of stock in it, but he sold or is selling this chunk now.
He's got legal fees to pay.
That's something he does. I don't know where I saw it, but it was confirmed that Allie, the bunny, has parted ways mutually with AEW, so she is no longer with the company. Fingers crossed she goes back to TNA Impact and we get more Undead Alley bunny stuff because that shit was fucking cool. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go check it out.
Yeah, good shit.
Yeah, they didn't do shit with her in AEW. And then Butcher and the Blade. Like, I don't understand how you people are all like, oh, poor. Like, Butcher and the Blade sucked in AEW. They were awful. They're were contract. No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Are
you sure? Because I swear I saw that they were gone too.
Yeah, I saw that shortly after they were gone too. It's Googleable, but
I'm Googling it now. I only saw Allie. I didn't see anything about Butcher and Blade.
Oh, I definitely saw that too. But like, back to that point, they were like hired guns that never succeeded in taking out a single person ever. They were not entertaining characters. They were not good. I don't get why everyone's like, I mean, I understand like if you're from Buffalo and you're like, oh, well, Buffalo, or if you like Butcher's band, but like as a wrestler, they were not entertaining on AEW in any way, shape, or form.
They're still with the company.
Hold on.
It doesn't really matter. I doubt we'll see them on TV.
It does matter because I don't not that I want to see anyone lose their job, but
Matt doesn't want to be wrong.
I'm wrong enough.
Let me have a win.
I mean,
the wins.
We can't just all Google this during the show. You got to move it.
What do you mean? There's only two people Googling. Not all of us.
Who says I'm not Googling? I'm Googling.
I don't know.
Following the news has departed, many fans have been wondering about the status of her husband, the Blade, and his tag team partner, the Butcher. However, it has been confirmed by wrestling podcaster Kimmy Sakol on X.com and verified by Fightful's The Duo. Boo! I was wrong.
Told you.
Well, can't win them all. What else you got, Katie?
I can. I'm going to count it anyways because it was said on TV. It was a Tony Khan thing. This could have been like an announcement to an announcement. You know that tournament in Japan that you really love, Matt? That G1?
That's the Super Dupers? Or
no. The G1.
The G Spot.
Yeah. You're getting an AEW version now. It's called the Continental Classic. It's 12 wrestlers, 2 leagues. The finals will be at World's End, their pay-per-view next month.
Don't they have a pay-per-view next week?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So Full Gear is next week. And then World's End is December something. I'm not looking for it right now.
What does the winner of this tournament get?
I don't know. I don't know if Tony Khan said it, but he did also say that the All-American Nightmare Dragon, Jake Long, Bryan Danielson will be wrestling at All In next year, and that 2024 is the last year we're going to see Bryan wrestle. He's retiring.
That's messed up.
He made a promise to his kid.
Huh?
That he
Yeah, I
would
mean,
stop
it's- I
wrestling when he was
wouldn't-
7
listen.
or something.
It's not messed up. When the people have to go, they've got to go. Like, I support people getting out before they can no longer function. And the style of wrestling that AEW promotes also promotes possible lack of function in the future. So
Man,
I mean, he already has currently a fractured orbital bone.
yeah,
it feels like he's gotten like at least one injury for every year he's been in the company. Like, didn't he like break his arm or something, or like
He fucked up his elbow,
yeah,
shoulder. I don't remember which one it was. And now this. They weren't that far apart. A few months, like his
The
entire
O-
time off, and then this.
yeah.
It happens.
In the Okada match, right? That's the one where he got injured. That's supposed to go a little bit longer, and they called an audible or something.
His elbow, yes.
Yeah,
And then he got
Oh.
hurt in his match with Andrade, and then they covered it up. And then he got hurt again, or more so hurt,
Jesus.
in the tag match with Cassidy and Okada versus him and Claudio Castagnoli.
Katsuchi's fucking Danielson up.
And they're having a match in Japan soon because Danielson likes pain. Pain kink confirmed.
I do have a question though. Wait, what was the name of the tournament again?
6 inches hard.
No, the Continental Classic.
What makes it a classic if it's the first of its kind?
I don't know. Brian Danielson has the first name announced because he was there. So
I'm trying.
I took Spanish for 10 years, so sometimes it just happens.
10 years?
Yeah, took it from kindergarten to my sophomore year of high school.
Listen, if you want to give our listeners erections via pronunciation, I fully support that. What else you got for us, Katie?
That's all I had. Unless stuff
Bullshit.
happened- Okay. What?
Ladies
What
and
did I miss?
gentlemen, the NWA was good to go, had a TV deal,
Oh,
signed and ready, and then
in my defense, I forgot I didn't talk about this. Sorry.
Billiam Corgan said, hey,
Billy.
let's do Coke like we're Tony Khan, but live on a pay-per-view. And the CW was like, we're not okay with that. Now, last I heard, they might still be streaming on the CW app, but they will no longer have a TV deal with the CW. NXT came in and said, hey, your wife looks pretty good, and decided they were going to fuck AEW's wife and take that deal away. NXT has cucked. AEW took their TV rights deal. NXT will be in October 2024 on the CW, hosted by Nexstar Media, which is the largest television rights company in existence, which means this is the literally every single TV service provider gets the CW, which means every single person who has any sort of TV service will be able to watch NXT. This is huge for NXT. And I only ask one thing. I'm glad that Will showed up when I talked about NWA getting cucked. Perfect timing. One request. NXT. You are on the CW. The CW, as a lot of us know, except for those of us who weren't old enough, used to be UPN.
Shout out.
The home of SmackDown. I need you to fist me, NXT. Fist me hard. Please. I need it. I need to be fisted on the CW come October.
So you want to come in October?
In October next
I
year.
want them to come October and fist me.
I feel like a title is in there somewhere, possibly.
Oh,
I'm not
fist me
repeating.
could absolutely
Come
be.
I'm not
me?
repeating it.
Come fist me?
I think fist me works. I think episode 318, fist me.
I'll write it down.
Or fist me NXT.
I like that one more. Gives a little bit of context. I really put XXT. Close. Almost. There we go.
We're barely even into the show yet. We haven't started Spits or Swallows, and we may or may not have a title. So let's see where this goes. Before we get into Spits and Swallows, though, I want to thank everybody for joining us, whether it is here at twitch.tv/Creation World, where if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you have Prime Gaming. If you have Prime Gaming, you can link it to your Twitch account and get a free sub every month. We all need a free sub every month in life and in Twitch. So it costs you nothing. You're already playing and paying for your Amazon Prime account. This costs you nothing. You do this, you support your favorite content creators. If you guys are listening and not watching, I'm pointing hard at myself right now. I should be your favorite content creator. If I'm not, maybe it's Will over at Botch Spots and Chair Shots. Maybe it's the Brocast. Maybe it's the Get Joe podcast or Marks with Mikes or the 14 other shows that Justin does or is a part of. Any of those. Maybe it's Young Kings Wrestling. They're not on Twitch, but like maybe you like them. And if you like them, then you should like us and you should still give me that subscription since you can't give it to them.
Yeah.
You should also go follow Katie so that she can start getting subs outside of, our listeners who get hard on. No, she pronounces Andrade.
Andrade. I'll say it as much as I fucking need to.
There you go. You guys could also be watching us over at youtube.com/Creation World. There's a link right there at the bottom of the screen if you are watching. And it is free to like, to subscribe, to comment. Katie, what does that do?
Boosts the algorithm and helps find new listeners. Sorry.
Before we continue, who's the cheater?
I'm guessing me because he said "Welcome home, cheater."
Welcome
I think
home,
I think he's saying you being on Get Show is cheating on Smackin It Raw, and I support that theory.
That Austin
boosts
theory?
The algorithm and helps find new listeners. Now, while the cheater has been away, let's see if he's been paying attention. Vince, what am I?
I know.
What do you mean? What are you?
Pick me.
Vince,
Pick
what
me.
am I?
Pick me. I know. Vince,
Italian?
Phone a friend.
Katie, what am I?
A whore.
That is correct, ladies and gentlemen. I am a whore for your likes, for your comments, for your views. So please, and that is correct. That's how I identify. Please do all of those things and then share us. Share us with your grandma. Share us with your grandpa. Share us with your mom, maybe your stepmom, your dad, your sisters, your cousins, your best friends' sisters, whoever. Because if you enjoy me in your ear holes, they're going to enjoy me too, more than likely. Not always. Not everyone has the same taste, but you never know. So please do that and spread us around because we need more views. We need more listeners. We need more people to entertain. We're already entertaining you. Let us entertain the rest of the people you care about.
Yeah.
Don't forget
with all that
Bean.
said, thank you, Vince. Also, while you're there, flick that bean, that notification bell up top. Get notified every time we go live, whether it's Monday through Friday for the Creation Conversation, Saturdays for Smackin It Raw, and every other Sunday, like this past Sunday, for Getting Off, which is now available in audio as well. So you can go on Apple, Google, and Spotify. The old episodes, as of right now, will not be uploaded, but everything from episode 20 going forward will be available on audio. I will work on Travis, or maybe if we end up taking a break, I can get him to upload some old episodes in lieu of that.
Yeah.
So, what?
What?
I don't know. You're making faces and shit.
Me?
I don't know.
Okay.
Katie?
I'm just here.
With all that said, Vince Delgado.
Yes, sir.
Spit or swallow.
Okay. Eddie Guerrero once famously said, "Why'd you make me do it, Ray? Why'd you make me do it? I didn't want to do it. You made me do it."
My wife says that all the time.
Stupid.
So I'm gonna start things off by spitting LWO members. And they all have something here to blame, except for two, the Boricuas. So the Puerto Rican members of the LWO, they have no blame here. So Selena, shout out to you. No issues there. Carlito, he's the only real one out there saying all the shit that everyone's been talking about, and Ray just going over it. So we're going to start off with the smaller offenses, right? We're going to start with Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. Can't like can't make up their mind if they want to stop Montez Ford from interfering in Carlito's match, and then when they do, get their shit rocked by Angelo Dawkins. So that's number one. Number two, Santos Escobar. You little piece of shit. This has been a long time coming. I've been singing your praises. I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt, but clearly I need to forget about you because you are a traitor to LWO. How are you going to sit here and blame Rey Mysterio for everything that's happened when it's all been you? This man accepted you into LWO. He accepted you as part of his family. You got jealous because he included Carlito. What the fuck? No, you're the one that's fucking up. You came in there, you put the brass knucks on the apron. Carlito's the only man in there that was able to call that out and actually call a spade, right? You get mad because you got called out. That's cheating girlfriend energy. That's like that's like you finding your girlfriend was texting some random dude and sending nudes or whatever, and you confront her about it, and all she has to say is like, "Why are you going through my phone?" Gets mad that you went through her phone when she's the one that cheated, when she's the one that did something wrong. So right then and there, Santos, what the fuck? Number two, you go and have this whole bitch fit and then storm the fuck off, cause Rey Mysterio and Selena to chase after you, right? Then from there, it was like, it's like me asking Vince to take his shirt off, but he won't. That's neither here nor there. That's a different topic. Anyways, then you go and supposedly come out during Carlito's match, and you just watch your fellow Latino get their ass whooped by a group of guys. What the fuck? What is going on there? And then you get mad that Ray is actually trying to do the good thing here and stand up and defend Carlito. Then you get your shit rocked by Ray. You get pissed, and then you take it out on Ray. He said he had it coming. No, he didn't have it coming. He was been nothing but good to you. It's not my fault. Listen, hold up. Ray's been nothing but good to Santos. Ray's been nothing but good to Santos. Whatever. You're the one that fucked shit up. You just got called out for your bullshit. You mad that you got caught up. Number 3, Rey Mysterio. I'm spitting you, my man, because as Young Kings Wrestling famously said, and this is all them, they were trying to warn you. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you can't get fooled again. That's the same. But Ray, you've been fooled not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, 5 times in the span of your WWE career, over across multiple decades. 5 times, like Booker T once said.
It's almost like he can't see it coming.
Oh my God, he probably can't because fucking Seth Rollins poked his eye out.
Oh, storytelling.
Ray, Santos is not like your close friend like Eddie. He is not your son like Dominic. He is not a close friend that you bonded over the grievance of Eddie Guerrero. He's not even a distant, half like semi-related family member like Chavo Guerrero. Why did you trust this man so much? He betrayed so many people, not only in NXT, like the Don, and then he came in trying to pretend to be a clean-cut babyface masked wrestler, took that shit off and showed his true colors. He's been nothing but a heel the majority, if not the entirety of his entire WWE run, and you trusted this man. For what reason? You just gave him the LWO shirt for no reason.
He got a tattoo.
Let's not forget that when you were having issues with your son, he also went and instigated those issues with your son and tried to take your son's place.
Yes. You know what exactly this is? He is a stan. He is Eminem, and that's Stan. You got your Stan so close that they got obsessive like Mickey James did to Trish Stratus. And how did that work out for Trish? She got retired. That's what's gonna happen to you, Ray. What are you doing? Get your shit together. I want to like you, but I'm at my wit's end. I've done all I could do. Bro, I'm here for you. I want you to win this feud, but bro, you had this shit coming. This dude plainly was gonna turn on you, and you did nothing. I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt too, but once I saw what I saw, at Crown Jewel. You should have came out there and call him out, and you did nothing. You did nothing. That's like your child coming home with straight F's and you saying you want to go to McDonald's? Like, ugh. Sorry. I had to get that off my
Katie,
chest.
I've got nothing else after that, so go ahead.
I just have a few little notes. One, Zelina Vega, give her a Grammy now. Or Oscar. Give her everything. Give her whole I can't remember the acronym for everything.
Academy
Give her everything.
Award.
Everything. Give her all of it. Give her every single award possible.
Santos made her cry. Like, what you doing? How you making?
How dare you?
How
fucking dare you? Should have beat you with a chancla. But Rey Mysterio deserved this. Because he stole Santos's opportunity
he
to
didn't
win.
steal.
He
That
did.
Santos
No.
told him. Santos told him, go take my spot.
Yeah, and then Santos was like, "Oh, well, that should be." Basically, was like, "That should be my United States title."
That would be,
and it should have been.
That would be like me saying, "Hey, Matt, I bought this cheeseburger, but I can't eat it. Here, you eat this cheeseburger. Then you enjoy that cheeseburger, and then later on, that's my cheeseburger. You shouldn't have eaten that."
I mean, that works, but I'd say it would be more like Vince being like, Katie, I'm taking time off. I can't do the show. Please go co-host for me. And then being upset that Katie becomes the Pornhub Poppy in your absence while you're gone. Because I should be the Pornhub Poppy. I'm just saying that if we're drawing, okay,
all right, whatever.
Jesus makes a good point. Santos never gave Rey his title shot. Rey kind of
he did when they were in the ramp. He said, "You go." He gave him the whole signal. I'll go back and watch that. So
because Rey fucking came out in his gear. He knew. He said, "All right, Familia, I got you, homie," and goes. No. Rey's a punk, and Santos is a snake.
No, Phil's a punk.
Blank. Period.
Phil is a punk.
He's a Pepsi Phil. There's a difference. That's neither here nor there.
Would that make him pop punk?
I love pop punk.
Anyways,
hold on.
No, he didn't. Rey accepted the title match when Theory challenged him. I'll go back and watch it.
I trust Jesus.
Of course, you should always put your
I
faith
believe
in
in Jesus.
In your our Lord and Savior Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
But
what up, Allison?
Hey, Allison.
Nah, yeah. Like Rey had this shit coming. Because it's like, bro, like I'm sorry. Okay. After what he did at Crown Jewel, that should have been the cherry on top. You should have just like all benefit of the doubt out the window.
All right. Whether you believe Katie and you think that Rey is at fault, or you're on Team Vince and you think Santos is at fault, and the only thing Rey did wrong was being too trusting. We have spent a lot of time on this.
Too much time.
I think we've given it enough time. I think we've said it. You listening at home, draw your own conclusions, whether you're Team Katie or Team Vince. We're going to move on now. Katie, please spit or swallow something that has nothing to do with the LWO.
Wolfpack.
Okay. I'm going to easy swallow. Creed's DIY tag team banger, of course, as always. Imperium getting involved, little fuckers. But of course, we're not surprised there. But Creed's and DIY was a tag match I never thought I'd see, and I'm happy I saw. So that's a swallow.
Conflicted.
Understandable.
Because while I love the Creeds and I love the idea of them coming up from NXT and not being like, oh, because you are from NXT, you're lesser than everyone on the main roster, and getting wins right off the bat.
Good shit.
I love that.
As they should.
Also was really excited for DIY to show up. And like I was hoping for DIY versus Sammy and KO. That's not going to happen now. I don't even know who the fucking tag team champions are. I can't remember.
Judgment Day?
Yeah. That's probably why I can't remember. So like, I don't know what's going on with DIY. I was really excited. And with them losing,
they're doing themselves
and not really doing anything significant because they've already been dealing with Gunther, and obviously neither Imperium nor DIY are in a title hunt against Judgment Day right now. I'm a little conflicted with them losing because that just kind of sets them even farther back in the rankings for a title shot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I am swallowing the Creeds beating DIY because, and I'll tell you why, this isn't the DIY I thought we were getting. We got some Power Rangers-esque type matching gear with a brand new theme song that fucking blows. They have like their own little like fucking logos, like their power coins. I ain't fucking with it. I don't care about Johnny Gargano. I don't give a fuck about Tommaso Ciampa. This main roster version that we've gotten just fucking is ass. It's terrible. I'm glad the Creeds got it because they're looking like $1 million. Send them back to NXT until they get their old theme song and get their old grittier version of DIY. This looks kind of like it feels very manufactured. It doesn't feel the same thing. It doesn't feel like the same fucking thing. It feels completely different. It's the same people in there, but DIY originally was so organic. That was built through both of these wrestlers being in the Cruiserweight Classic and then going up the ranks of NXT. The presentation, everything they've done, it's two random mid-card dudes that haven't really been doing nothing on my roster. Now they're tag teaming together. Why should we fucking care? Because they used to be successful without an NXT. Like, there's no story there. The only story was on Twitter with Tommaso Ciampa looking for like Johnny Gargano, putting like, have you seen Johnny Gargano like pictures?
This DIY obviously is different because beforehand there was no backstabbings, there was no rivalries, there was none of that in NXT when they were first DIY. When they first were, before all of that, before Tommaso turned his back on Johnny, before we got the classics between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's gonna be different. Because it's like, I trust you, but like in the back of my mind, I'm like, I really can't fucking trust you.
Let me ask you just this one question. Like, aside from the in-ring stuff, because obviously both men are fantastic in-ring, great wrestlers.
Okay.
What's so good about this version of DIY? Was there anything positive, like their presentation, anything that's good about them that makes you like, that's something good about them? That makes them feel any good compared to other teams?
I'll be back. I locked Kate out. So
okay.
Have fun with that one.
I think I have no issue with the combining of logos because again, they became two like independent people after everything. So them coming back together, combining that. The theme songs it's never gonna be They changed Johnny's. They changed this. It's not surprising. We're lucky Tommaso even got his back.
Yeah.
Like, we're lucky. It's because new people run the music and all of this shit.
It's terrible, Katie. That's another whole...
the music across the board for a lot of people is bad. But I don't, like, feel strongly against the music. Like, it's fine. It's not my favorite thing, but it's fine. Thank you, Allison. I got this a while ago, and I'm kind of cool. But yeah, I like it's an entertaining tag team when we weren't getting entertaining tag teams besides the New Day and the Usos. Now we're in an age where we have DIY, the Creeds, Imperium, Judgment Day, kind of like depending on what variation of the Judgment Day you're getting.
Yeah.
New SmackDown doesn't really have tag teams, so I can't say anything over there.
Well, there's Street Profits.
Profits. It's
Brawling
really
Brutes.
Brawling Brutes have also been on NXT a lot, so
yeah, Pretty Deadly.
I always forget about them.
Yeah, I get you. It's hard because the titles are unified at the moment, so it's kind of hard to like really get like solid tag team divisions. But Jesus makes a good point. DIY was more organic in NXT because NXT audiences were hardcore fans, where the main roster fans aren't hardcore.
Listen. It is 11:44. We have had 2 spits or swallows. I cannot have you debating every spit or swallow for the rest of the show, or the show is going to last 5 hours. I know Vince has been gone for 17 years. I am happy to have you back. We're gonna need to roll.
Okay, well then, I think
I'm
it's on you
rolling.
now.
It is on me. Vince did SmackDown, Katie did Raw. I'm gonna go to NXT. I am swallowing possible so originally I said that Chase U had lost or had won the titles because the Don and Stacks laid down. I have a new theory. So essentially, JC Jane was given a letter for Andrade from what I'm hoping is a new female member of the family. JC reads it. Andre shows up. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing reading my mail? That's a federal offense." Like,
wait, did you say Andrade?
No,
Andrade?
Andre Chase. So now she knows Andre's secret. So here's my Austin theory.
Okay.
Andre Chase is a degenerate gambler. He placed some bets. He put Chase U up as collateral. Stop it, Jesus. You're supposed to be on my side. He put Chase U up as collateral and lost those bets. Now, it'll be really interesting if that bet was maybe on a match featuring Thea where he bet against Thea winning because of the JC influence or how that goes, which is why he wants to keep it kind of quiet. However, I feel like if he doesn't pay his debts off, Stacks and the Don are going to own Chase U.
Take his fucking knees.
So, swallowing this whole development, because anything that has to do with Stacks and the Don, we love. Yes, Katie.
And Shawn Michaels tweeted out that he wants to see Andre Chase in his office today.
Yeah, the principal.
The principal said, "Get your fucking ass in here, boy."
Bring that ass here, boy.
I'm so fucking excited for all of this. I love a good drama.
And on top of all of that, whatever was in the letter, the Stacks and Don get a rematch next week.
Yes, they do.
Andre's like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing," and Duke's like, I didn't." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, babyface is champion.
They'll
like,
sketch.
Rematch.
They'll
like,
sketch. Yeah.
So, yeah, something's going on, and I'm in. I'm all in for degenerate gambler Andre Chase or Andrade Chase, whoever the fuck.
Dan is both.
Yes, Vince, you were gonna say something?
Yeah, I just want to say, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a lot of like interesting stories in every single WWE show. NXT, Raw, and SmackDown all have like interesting stories. They all were developed further, if not started off this week. So it's crazy. Love it. Love for the storytelling.
Well, why don't you show us what you love by spitting or swallowing?
Oh my god. This is the biggest swallow of the wrestling week, probably for me. And it happened immediately after my spit with the whole LWO stuff. Bayley comes out and tries to address everything that happened at Crown Jewel with Kairi Sane returning. Shout out to Kairi Sane. And actually addressed past context with Bayley being the last thing that happened with Kairi in WWE, Bayley attacking her. What?
But isn't it stupid to be like, "Hey, the last time you were here, remember video evidence of me beating your ass?" Like,
She was also wearing the same pants.
Yeah, I get like, "Hey, this is why I feel a little sketch about this whole situation," but also maybe don't play it in front of her.
Yeah, no, that was fucking dumb, right? So then here's the thing that I love about this Damage Control. I'm swallowing everything Damage Control, by the way. Dakota comes out with Io and Kairi. Now Io's trying to say, I was like, "Hey, like, isn't this what you wanted for like me to retain my title? Trying to like do all the things you wanted." And Dakota's trying to back her up, gaslighting Bayley. By the way, this is all gaslighting here. And Bayley, Rey Mysterio 2.0, because she's being blind to it all. Like, it just happened in the previous segment. She just doesn't see it, right? So Dakota's like, "Oh, we're trying to like unload some of the workload from you." It's kind of like when there's a new hire and they're telling you, I'm like, "Oh yeah, tell them everything you know, so that later down the line we can fire your ass." And Kyrie over here saying that she's forgiving Bailey, embraces it, says like bring it in for a hug. Bailey's line about I don't do that anymore killed me. Fucking Bailey was on something and she was just fucking funny. Then obviously we get the setup for the 6-woman main event between Charlotte, Asuka, Bianca versus the three members of Damage Control. Get to the main event. Asuka just fucking spit all over on what was it, Bianca, right?
Bianca.
Yeah.
Squirted on Bianca.
Yeah, seemingly joining Damage Control, getting an embrace with Kyrie, getting an embrace with Asuka, and then at the end they're trying to like finagle Bailey into it. It's like, oh, I'm part of this. This is cool. Damage Control now has 5 members, and it's probably the largest women faction in the history of WWE because most women factions only really go up to 3 members.
To be fair, this very much feels like Bukkake Sky Pirates featuring Bailey and Dakota.
It does. It does. But
this is definitely Bukkake Sky Pirates, though.
Regardless of
Damage Control.
Regardless of the fact, fine, Damage Control, Wolfpack, whatever. There's 5 members in this group now, and they're all gaslighting Bailey, saying she's the leader. Then the backstage segment that they had with who was it? Who was the one that went up to them backstage?
Kathy Kelly.
Kathy Kelly, thank you, Katie. Where everyone's kind of like celebrating, including Dakota, and then Bailey comes in and it's like, oh yeah, hey, like. They're gonna turn on her so hard. It's gonna be fucking crazy. And she's not seeing it coming because she's too in her own ego. And I love this fucking story. This is probably one of the most interesting things they've done with any women's storyline in the last couple weeks. Or
I don't know if you know
months.
this. I don't know if you know this, but there used to be this company called Lucha Underground.
I said in WWE.
Huh?
Women faction in WWE.
Well, hold on. No. That's not what I'm getting at. That's not what I'm getting at. Calm down. Are you aware of a company called Lucha Underground? It existed. It had a thing.
I heard something like that.
There was a prince that was a puma. It was a deal. So in that faction, they had the Black Lotus or Black Lotus Society, something like that.
Black Lotus Triad.
There you go. That one. And there were rumors that was going to be reformed in WWE. So I agree. Pam's going to get turned on so hard. I don't think Dakota's making it out of this. I don't think she's just going to be like the token white girl in the faction hanging out, having fun. I think she's catching hands too. It's not going to be good for Dakota.
Well, Dakota's not cleared. So if anything, there's going to be like, just go home. They're not going to hurt her.
Yeah.
Listen, just because she's not cleared doesn't mean Asuka can't squirt in her face. All right.
You're done. Stop it.
Also, too, they could always do like some backstage segment, like kind of like what they did with Trick Williams, where like, or like anyone really, like they're like laid out, but they're not really like physically attacked. You just see them laid out after post beatdown. But it does seem like Dakota at least knew about Kyrie being at Crown Jewel, and she did seem like she was in.
Oh yeah,
little,
Dakota said we did this. This is why we did this. Asuka sprayed Paige in the face. When she had a slinky for her neck. See, exactly. Squirted.
Still does have a slinky for her neck. What do you mean?
Sky Blue and Asuka confirmed squirters. Just saying.
Yeah.
Bukkake Sky Pirates for the win. Which is a throwback, because if you guys remember, I called them the Bukkake Warriors, not the Kabuki Warriors.
I distinctly remember this, yes.
Yes. Google Bukkake if you don't know what we're talking about.
Please.
So, yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
You got anything before you spit or swallow?
Nah.
Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm going to swallow the Battle Royal on Me NXT Raw for women's. Shout out to Ivy Nile for having hell of a showing. Raw's newest signee, along with the Creeds. Big shout out to Zoe Starr for getting that dub. Her and Rhea are going to have hell of a match. I mean, Rhea sold the shit out of that Z360 and Crown Jewel. So I already know they're going to put on a great match. I'm very excited. And you know what? People were saying that Zoe really hasn't been getting that push, and I kind of agree. So now we're putting her in that good spot. And we're going to get some great content out of it. And I'm very, very excited.
I'm with you. I was not expecting that. You know, I love me a good Battle Royal, Royal Rumble, or whatever. And this was a great example too. You know, you had a lot of like stories that were being told with like Xia Li and Becky Lynch there. Once it got to the finals, I really thought Nia was going to win this. I'm glad she didn't. But once we got to the finals and it was Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, I thought it really could go either way. When Zoe Stark, it was a pleasant surprise because I saw so many people say, "What's the point of Zoe being with Trish?" You know, like they didn't even do anything. She didn't even have a match with Trish to put her over and stuff like that. But
Trish
I think,
home.
yeah. But the association that Zoe Stark had with Trish, I feel like propelled her because it's the most confident and more like well-rounded, well-polished version of Zoe Stark we've had, and that includes her NXT run. Because in her NXT run, it didn't feel like she was all there yet. Now she feels like she's found her footing. And she's found her home, her middle ground where she wants to be, and she's gonna tear the house down with Rhea. Like that's the thing with this Survivor Series card is that it's lining up to be a really good takeover-esque type card. I mean, not crowd.
Two things on this. One, I'm Team Nick Aldis because Adam Pearce, you don't get to just take Xia Li out of a battle royal because she assaulted somebody.
Hell yeah!
You know how many times
be consequences
we have
for the
seen
actions.
Listen, hold on. First and foremost, we have seen this in Royal Rumbles multiple times where people got taken out. Look at my boy Curtis Axel, who's still in the Royal Rumble. You know,
no, because he got eliminated.
He got eliminated.
He's still in that Royal Rumble.
Oh yes, in that specific one, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We saw Becky get in because Lana got taken out.
Nia Jax took out fucking R-Truth.
And then took his spot in the Royal Rumble and got RKO'd. Hulk Hogan, being the sour, soggy bitch that he is, came back in and just pulled somebody out and eliminated them from the outside after he was already out to help. I think Shawn Michaels, I forget. So he helped somebody win a Royal Rumble that way.
Fuck, who was that? It's gonna bug me now.
It was all on some.
Oh, it's Flair. It was Flair, wasn't it?
There you go.
It was Flair in the '92 Rumble when they had the
so
on the line.
Listen, this is not unheard of. Xia Li should have been allowed to go in there and knock bitches out. Second thing on all of this is I don't remember. So Vince, that was Katie's Spitter Swallow. So that means, or no, that was Vince's Spitter Swallow. No, that was Katie's, right? Yeah, that was Katie's. Katie and Zoe. So that's me. And I deleted my notes. So did I? There was a second. All right, doesn't matter. NXT.
Oh, God, not here.
While we're talking Xia Li, I'm swallowing Lyra Valkyria coming out, cutting her promo, and being confronted by one Xia Li. Zaya's like, all right, well, if I can't get into a match, you know, to become the number one contender on Monday, I'm going to come down and challenge you on fucking Tuesday. Once the NXT women's title even knocks out security guards when they're, you know, trying to hold her back, we're face to face. We're going to get Lyra versus Xia. I'm all for it. I have been about Xia. We talked about it last week, and then even in NXT, just like beating people so bad that they can't continue and ending matches. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm down to see what we do here, and I love seeing Xia get some shine.
I'm all about that too. Yeah.
Fucking what?
Good shit.
I'm so fucking excited.
Vince, Spitter Swallow.
No, I was just waiting for you to tell me too.
I appreciate you learning after all these years.
I'm trying to spit and or swallow on command. I know you were giving him shit about like the way he conducts his business, but I'm gonna swallow Adam Pearce having some balls and be like, the game's in here. You guys want to play games? Fine. War Games did a pretty solid job to do the War Games announcement. Set it up tentatively right now, 4-on-4. Team Anti-Judgment Day, which is Cody, Seth, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. Team Avengers. Nice. I like that. Then versus the Judgment Day with Finn, Damian Priest, Dom Mysterio, and JD McDonough. If it does end up being 5-on-5, and it should be, obviously, I think the answer here is Drew's going to join Judgment Day side. Not necessarily join Judgment Day, but align with them in the match. You know, War Games allows for some alliances. And then the 5th member for Team Cody. Obviously, I would love it to be a surprise and let it be Pepsi Phil.
Pop Punk.
Say what?
Pop Punk.
Pop Punk, yeah. But I don't think it will be. I think they're going to announce Randy Orton on the Go Home show to be the final member of Team Cody. That way it dispels any fans just like booing Randy Orton in case he does show up and be the 5th member for Team Cody. That's my prediction. So I'm swallowing War Games being confirmed too. So like just War Games in general, like the setup, I'm liking this.
You know who it won't be?
Who?
It won't be Matt Riddle because he's gonna be busy doing porn, baby. I called it. I tried to tell y'all. What is Matt Riddle gonna do? He's gonna do motherfucking porn. And here he is. OnlyFans as soon as his 90 days is up, and that is sex work, and sex work is porn. He will be doing porn.
But we do not him, but we do support sex work. Not him though.
Yes, not him.
Yeah.
A couple face tattoos and full prediction. Matt Riddle in porn looking like Tekashi 6ix9ine will have come true, and I've got till the end of next year. So, Matt Riddle, go get some face tattoos.
Yeah. Well, Jesus said, have they said it was going to be 5-on-5? They haven't outright said it was going to be 5-on-5. But in the commercial at the beginning of Raw, you had like it saying a 5-on-5, and then ever since then they haven't made mention of it. So they could.
But they're not making the women's a 5-on-5.
We don't even have a women's yet.
But it's probably going to be Damage Control or whatever the fuck we're calling them now.
And there are 5 members of Damage Control.
Dakota is not cleared.
We don't know if she'll be cleared by then or not. She could be cleared tomorrow.
By 2 weeks?
Yes.
She's not going to be cleared.
She was saying in an interview that she can't wait to start the training process to get back in the ring in 2024. So she's not cleared until after the new year.
That's what she's got to say.
No, she has said it multiple times.
No,
she's not good.
Shit.
She couldn't even run a few weeks ago.
No, Bailey actually has to help her out off the ring. There's like video footage of her being like
called selling.
Regardless, so those 4 versus Charlotte, Shotzi, Bianca, and whoever the fuck their 4th will be. People keep saying it's Becky, but Becky doesn't fucking make sense, and I don't want it because she's on Raw.
I heard people saying Jade. I don't know if I want that to be Jade.
I don't think it should be Jade's first match.
It shouldn't.
That's just me.
I mean, putting her in a 4-on-4 or a 5-on-5 might not be a bad idea because the focus isn't solely on her. She can work with the different women. She can hit her high spots. She can come in last. I mean, that might be a great way to introduce her and not put a whole bunch of pressure on her in her first official match. So I don't necessarily disagree with that.
We just need like a clear-cut picture of where she's going because she's been on all 3 shows, like in the crowd in some capacity, interacting with people
in the crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Pun definitely intended.
Katie, spit or swallow.
Jesus is funny.
I'm gonna swallow House of Black in its entirety. Let me explain. 1, on Dynamite, we got Julia Hart defeating a returning Red Velvet. Hell of a fucking match. Tonight on Collision, which I actually watched, we got Julia Hart defeating Willow Nightingale for a spot in a triple threat match at Full Gear for Stats TBS title. And I'll get to my theory in a second. And then House of Black had a little vignette thing, and they said Kings of the Black Throne, so Brody and Malachi, are going to challenge Big Bill and Ricky Starks and FTR and what's Rush's faction?
Los La
Facción Ingobernable.
Yeah, them. So it's a fatal 4-way tag match at Full Gear. So House Kings of Black Throne's in that. My Austin theory, it's not Carmel. My Austin theory is that Sky Blue has a match next week against Red Velvet for that last spot in the triple threat match. Sky Blue's gonna win, and Sky Blue is finally gonna fully fucking turn on Stat at Full Gear and help Julia win the TBS title. You heard it here from me. It is set in stone.
I'm down.
I'm down with it too, but I'm not fully sold on if she's gonna turn just yet, or if she's gonna turn at all. So until I see it, I won't
Have
believe
you
it.
noticed like the makeup, how it looks like? You ever seen like those extreme blowjobs where like,
You're the fucking worst.
okay, tell me I'm wrong with the mascara running.
You're not, but my
Okay,
God.
well,
Wow.
if I'm not
Listen.
wrong, I'm not wrong.
Listen, you may not be wrong, but I am correct, and I've predicted many a thing. I am predicting this as well. That's my Austin theory. It was said on a podcast. It is recorded for the world to see, so I will come back to this after Smackin It Raw when I'm not here, but I will post a clip of it for you guys telling me I'm right next week.
I'm down. I'm gonna spit LA Knight moving from Roman Reigns to Grayson Waller.
There.
I know a lot of people are like, but Grayson Waller is such a good heel. And listen, Grayson Waller has nothing. Grayson Waller is not a main event. Like, he's not on the main event tier. He's not on the tier of a Roman Reigns or anything like that. There are a lot of other people like Bobby Lashley, for example. We could have had Grayson or LA Knight feud with, who is a former champion who would keep him in that kind of upper echelon. As of now, Grayson Waller is mid-card / tag team at best. And if anything, instead of showering and cum-shotting across the U.S. title, maybe Logan Paul should have come out and had some words. Though that probably won't happen until WrestleMania. They're probably saving it for then. So we might not see. And I know we got to bide some time. It's just this does not feel like a next good feud for LA Knight to keep him.
Yeah. No, I
card.
I think it was. I'm hoping that it was just something for this week, that they just wanted to like have a match there, and they just put him up against the heel. To me,
my money says we will see next week Kevin Owens and LA Knight versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
More than likely, yes, you're right. That's probably going to lead to a tag match. But unless Kevin Owens suspended, supposedly, like Nick Aldis said, that if you get out of that announce table and then you attack someone, then you're going to be suspended. So,
But like, in Kevin's defense,
no, he has all the right in the world.
If I got water poured on me, but he even said it wasn't the water getting poured on him. It was the fact that it got on Kevin Patrick because him and Kevin are homies. He said, good enough.
Kevin's back up other Kevins.
You gotta love a guy who's down to risk suspension to defend his friend.
That's the kind of shit I expect from Matt. And I hope he knows he can expect that from me.
Yep.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile
yeah.
And wave.
Vince, spit or swallow.
Where do I want to go next with this? I'm gonna go to NXT, and goddamn, is all this spicy meatballs of the fucking storytelling not getting hot and spicy. I'm talking about the Carmelo Hayes, Trick Williams segment to close off NXT. Man, is this getting good. At least Trick Williams knows. I want to hear it from Melo's mouth. He's the one that attacked me. And then Melo making it plain and obvious that he fucking did it. It's like, oh, so you don't know who attacked you. You didn't see who attacked you. Then, I forgot Brian Pillman. Lexus King showed up instigating, trying to like make it seem like, oh, maybe he was the one that attacked and stuff. I know Young Kings Wrestling have their Austin Theory that it was Wes Lee actually that did it. I don't personally buy that, but I like this tension of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. The segment was really good. I can't wait to see it. Like between that and like the Stacks and Tony D'Angelo stuff with Chase U, that's the best story going in NXT right now.
I am on the opposite end of the fence because of Lexus King. Listen, throne slide entrance aside, I did not need this motherfucker out there interjecting. I needed exactly what Katie said she didn't want but knew was coming. I needed grainy ass footage getting cleared from fucking NXT Anonymous showing Carmelo Hayes standing over Trick Williams' body. That's what I needed. That's what I wanted. I don't need Lexus King out there being like, maybe there was a new guy who came in and like, first off, his promo sucked. I was not feeling him in this whatsoever. He felt out of place. Yeah, he instigated some shit between them, blah, blah, blah. Why are you here? It has nothing to do with you. Go find your own fucking feud, Lexus King. So
he's got nothing.
Go ahead, Katie.
A few things. One, he had a fake pocket on his jacket and he tried to put his sunglasses in it and it didn't work, and I thought that was very fucking funny.
He just tosses them too.
Yeah, he just throws them away. 2, it was Halloween Havoc Night 2, I think, when he was in a backstage, whatever, and he said something. I can't remember the exact phrasing, but I tweeted about it because I said this was like before we 100% knew it was Carmelo, because we kind of know Carmelo. What if Lexus was the one who attacked Trick just to make a name for himself? It would make sense. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it is possible. We still got I say by deadline, we get that grainy footage getting cleared out.
Isn't deadline like the week before New Year's?
We got time.
That's a lot of time to like drag this shit out.
Why not?
Adam Cole attacked Trick Williams.
No,
Adam Cole's attacking everyone.
He's not.
He's not, and I'm gonna talk about that next. I mean, when it's my turn, because it's Katie's turn. Katie spit or swallow.
Oh, it is my turn. Oh, whoopsies. I'm gonna spit Soraya and sports entertainers Matt Menard cock blocking Ruby and Angelo Parker from being a thing. We don't cock block, and I like the two of them together, so don't do it. You fucks.
I mean, I'm on the opposite end of that because last week I don't like this. Fuck Angelo Parker, blah blah blah. But this week he sent her flowers down to the ring.
Yeah,
they had eyes. I was for it, but I also like, because that's who they are, that save big money at Menards, and fucking Soraya are like, whoa, we can't have this
over here,
because again, it's fucking shit up. It is causing problems. Like, a little bit of dick will do that. So, and I'm pretty sure he's got a little bit of dick. Anyway, a little bit of dick will do that.
Wild.
So I'm all for where this is gonna go. I'm all about it. I'm swallowing two obvious natural in the wild cock blocks doing what they do best, while two people are trying to, spark a little bit of romance for the entertainment purposes of it. So yeah, no, I'm swallowing.
I just can't wait for the payoff when Ruby and Angelo get the kiss in the middle of the ring in front of Slinky Neck and
we might get a live sex celebration.
I'm fucking down. With two of them, I'm in. Take my money.
Which was actually the only thing I had from Rampage, and I did not watch Collision tonight. So
okay,
does anyone watch anymore?
All right, let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
I'm swallowing the fact that while Max is in the ring with Jay White, the Acclaim gets wrecked without the Devil being there, but by the Devil's henchmen. Because I believe Maxwell Jacob Friedman is the Devil. And here is why. I said it last week.
I don't remember.
I don't fucking like this MJF. I don't like him scissoring motherfuckers. I don't like him coming out in the opening match and shaking Daniel Garcia's hand. That's not my scumbag. That's not MJ. If he's going to be our scumbag, there still has to be some scumbag left in him. You can play up to the fans and do your kangaroo kicks and your bullshit and not like scissor motherfuckers and shake hands. You're taking the facade a little too far, and now I think it's obvious that what's going to happen is we're going to reveal him to be the Devil, and he's going to be like, I fooled all you stupid fucks. You really thought I gave a fuck about you or any of these people, blah, 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 blah. Also, it looks like we're going to get that Samoa Joe MJF match, and I hope the reveal comes after Samoa Joe gets his first AEW World Championship, because I need Samoa Joe to win that motherfucking title.
Yeah.
Period. Hands down. No arguments, no discussions, no one else. Put the belt on Joe. He dropped the ROH TV title, said ROH doesn't fucking matter. Tony doesn't think so, and I don't either. Gone.
Which I have a little bit of issue with, because like if you were just going to drop it anyways, why not just give it to fucking Keith Lee? But fuck you, Samoa Joe.
That just makes too much sense, Katie.
Whoa.
In that aspect, like you could have gave Keith Lee a hand there on his birthday.
I love Keith Lee. Keith Lee, you should have been better. Samoa Joe is the realist, all right? He is the baddest motherfucker in all of wrestling. He is 2023's Haku. You should have brought your A game and won. You couldn't do it. That's not on Joe.
I'm just saying, if Joe was going to give up the title anyways, just give it to someone else who kind of, took you to the fucking limit in the match.
That's on Coach Khan. Don't say
devil's
Joe.
Devil's advocate here. If I was Joe and I defended
Vince is the devil,
title,
confirmed.
It was me, Austin. Anyway, devil's advocate here. If I was Joe and I'm defending my title, no one's been able to beat me. I'm the longest reigning title holder. I'm like, yeah, I want the AEW World Title. I don't need this title anymore. No one was able to pin me for it. Why the fuck should I give anyone the opportunity for it? It's not my fault. No one was good enough to beat me. Y'all motherfuckers can fight over it now. It's not my thing to worry about anymore. Keith Lee, once upon a time, did relinquish the North American title once he won the NXT title. Joe's just getting ahead of the curve. Plus, if he's ROH champion and he's trying to defend, he's going to go ahead and have that as distraction. Something's going to take away from his focus of trying to capture that AEW World title. So he's like, look, this title is a distraction right now. I've already done everything I could with it. I've proven myself. I got nothing else left to prove. Y'all can fight over it. I don't want someone coming after me for that title. I'm trying to come after the next title. He's just being smart about it.
I mean, regardless, whatever. I don't think Max is the devil.
You're wrong.
I had many theories. You can listen to Shilley Showcase to fucking hear them all.
I watched Shilley Showcase and Savannah over here talking about, Jack Perry. That would be so cool.
No. I'm the one who fucking said Jack Perry. And
no, she was saying that would be. She's like, that'd be so cool. I'm like, no. She goes, probably, honestly, we stick long enough, she might. I don't know. I think the easiest answer here, the most obvious answer, is probably the correct one, which is MJF. The coolest one that they could probably do would be CM Punk, but that's not gonna fucking happen. And then the next most obvious one is Adam Cole, if they do keep this MJF. But I'm with Matt here. I don't fuck with this current MJF. Go back to being who you really are.
I mean, the only other option is Roddy, because we know broke neck Roddy ain't really broke neck.
No. But let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this question, though. Between Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong and Jack Perry, if those are the three options that they might go with, I feel like all three of those, aren't those just all three underwhelming options compared to like it being either Max or even Adam Cole or even Punk or whoever else? Like, it feels like those, like, what does that do at the end? This has probably been the most interesting whodunit story in a long time with the Devil. And I'm not even watching the program, but I'm seeing the story unfold on Twitter and social media.
That's why it shouldn't be Max, because everyone assumes it's Max. The point of a whodunit is to fucking give you a twist. If they're gonna give us a twist, it shouldn't be Max.
Everybody assumes it's Max, because outside of me,
everybody in AEW.
I've seen everyone say Cole.
That's the thing. Everyone in AEW says it's Max, so nobody that's actually watching the product really thinks it's Max, because it's not going to be the person that everyone says. And that's all I've seen is theories about everyone but Max. Nobody on the internet, except for me, that I've seen has been saying it's Max. So I think it needs to be Max, because I can't have him scissoring and shaking hands and being this guy anymore, because I'm starting to not fucking like him anymore.
He's been doing the sportsmanship thing for like a year solid.
Not really.
No.
But he's done it. He
Not
still does it in a
really.
sarcastic way, and if they don't shake hands, he pokes him in the eye. It's
Exactly.
the same shit he's been doing. Like, I don't fucking
not.
see a difference here.
If it's
The
not
difference is
Max,
he's actually going through with it and shaking people's hands and being a nice person.
Because he's a
Yeah.
fucking
That's what he
baby
is.
face.
But he's
shouldn't-
not. He's
But he's
still a
not.
scumbag.
He's not.
Fucking. Can we just move on? Holy shit.
We can. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching us, whether it's over on twitch.tv or YouTube, but the best place to go follow us is at patreon.com/CreatiaWorld, where we have tiers. One tier for $1 gets you 2 shows, soon to be 3, hopefully very soon after tomorrow when we actually record it, where you get Return to Wrestling with Travis and I, where we argue like Katie and I have been arguing, but about WCW, and I shit on Hulk Hogan. You can also watch Travis and Mara discuss the animated DC films for Multiverse. Their latest episode was Batman's Long Halloween. Their next episode is The Killing Joke. Travis and I's next episode, which we are recording tomorrow morning, is Spring Stampede 1998. And there will be a special Am I the Asshole podcast called, because I talked to Travis and confirmed it will be on that $1 tier, If You Have to Ask, featuring me and Kate, where we go to Reddit and we read some Am I the Assholes and then tell people that they're an asshole, because it takes one to know one, and I am one. Katie would definitely agree right now. If you go click that link, patreon.com/CreatiaWorld, we have other tiers that give you other things. One of those tiers will give you our show ad motherfucking free. So you don't have to watch ads. You can just listen to the stream straight through and enjoy it. However, we do have great sponsors like Adam and Eve, where you can get butt plugs, which I think Katie would love to shove in me right now and shut me up. Also, we have energy drinks, which Vince does not need because he's got all of the energy in the world at 12:21 in the morning, from DUBBY. And we have dog toys, which Vince may also put into his repertoire now that he is a soon-to-be married man. Collars and leashes and things like that. All of that is available, and Travis is here to talk about it. So let's hear from Travis.
Spice things up in the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try DUBBY, the ultimate energy source. DUBBY is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, DUBBY can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, DUBBY is made with high-quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix DUBBY with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your DUBBY today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at dubby.creationworld.com for 10% off. Try DUBBY today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
If Max isn't the devil, there shouldn't be a devil. We are back from our ad break. Vince, which one of you guys switched the layout on me? Because I had it set to the full screen one, and then someone moved it back. Katie, you moved it? You switched it? Oh.
I didn't touch anything.
Somebody touched the layout. Because I was like,
I only touch what you want me to touch, Matt. And what you consent to.
Well, I'm going to need you to reach under my desk real quick. Vince, spit or swallow?
Isn't it on you? Because wait, who?
I did MJF. That was me. I started a whole fight with Katie, and then I sent her gifts and made her laugh, and now we're okay. Angry pandas breaking things.
Oh, that's funny. I'm going to swallow Dragon Lee and Cedric Alexander having another banger match on SmackDown. It was like 2 weeks ago when they had their first encounter, and it was a great match between the two. I don't know if this one was better than the first one, but it was still pretty good. I like that they're still trying to like showcase Dragon Lee in matches so that people don't forget about him, because they did call him up kind of impromptu. And, you know, I think he should be a member of LWO. Honestly, if they do end up splitting LWO, I know we weren't supposed to talk about it anymore, but him and Ray do have some history when they were in NXT when he was feuding with Dominic for the North American title. They can definitely do something there if they do end up doing some kind of faction war between them. So, yeah, good match between the two men.
Yeah. Katie, spit or swallow?
I'm going to swallow on NXT because I'm one of the only people who keep seeming to notice it. Boa and Dante Chen in the background, and Dante Chen is slowly getting face paint, very much like Boa, because like this week he kind of like popped his face behind the corner and had a little bit of face paint on. I'm just intrigued to see what they do. If it's all just background stuff, cool. It has me intrigued, but I don't know. I like looking at the background for stuff, so I'm not mad.
You are literally the only person that I think noticed it, because I have not seen any of this. I've
seen it for the last 3 weeks or so.
I haven't heard anyone talking about it on Twitter.
Because look at the people involved. It's nothing against the two men personally, but Bo and Dante Chen. Who's out here screaming for some Bo and Dante Chen action? You know, no one. Some people might even forgot who they were. Katie's noticed it because she pays attention to Easter eggs and clues that go on in the background. Obviously, Raw's given some of those where you see Rhea and Drew interacting in the background of other segments. I like it when wrestling does that, when they have backstage segments where they have background stuff happening. That also happened with the referee, right? The referee that came out of Shawn Michaels' office on NXT. Then he was talking about like the referee's discretion during the Von Wagner Braun Breaker match, and someone went into
Ava Raine.
Was Ava Raine?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Call me fucking Sherlock Holmes because I'm looking for clues.
Maybe that's why Sean needed to talk to Andre Chase. Is Ava Rain's got to go to college?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, just like where'd my mouse go?
Katie,
Refer to the comment, please. Thank you. I have a college degree and everything.
I am going to, for the second week in a row, swallow the Young Bucks. So my notes say Bitter Bucks fighting with Jericho and Kenny standing by. We got a tag match at Full Gear for the guaranteed title shot that the Bucks have that they're not using. If the Bucks win, Jericho and Kenny can no longer be friends. If Jericho and Kenny win, they get the guaranteed title shot for the tag titles. I really don't fucking like Kenny Omega. He is a condescending prick. All right? These are your best friends who are coming to you with a legitimate gripe. They feel slighted, and you call them sissy, whiny bitch children, which is one of the many reasons why people are like, it's CM Punk, that's the devil, because glass and whiny children and blah, blah, blah. But like
JF did call himself the real world champion too.
There was a whole thing. But like that's how you talk to your best friends? Because Chris Jericho? Like, that'd be like Vince joining the Get Yo podcast and then being like, Matt's a whiny bitch, child. When I'm like, hey, my feelings are hurt that you're doing Get Yo and not showing up on Smackin It Raw. And he would never do that to me. And I don't have my feelings hurt. But if that were a thing, that would be the same thing. It'd be fucked up. And I'd call Vince a condescending prick too. Yes, Katie.
I don't know in what context it has or if it was just an error or anything. But you know how people just like go on websites of like AEW and WWE and like just look at like people who get like moved to alumni sections and everything like that. The EVP titles of both Young Bucks have been removed, but Kenny still has his.
Interesting.
So I don't know in what context that means. I'm not sure, but I saw it and it is no longer there. Who fucking knows?
All I'm saying is all you Kenny Omega stands and everything, you see how he's talking to the Bucks. And listen, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't give a fuck about how anyone talks to the Bucks, right? But these are your best friends. These are your boys. These are your boys. And you're picking Chris. Like, I didn't know how Savannah. Like, how does Savannah feel about this? Because
she has many a feeling. She's like, why do the Elite get back together if they're all just gonna fight with each other? Which like kind of fucking true. Like Hangman's fighting Swerve because Swerve invaded his house, and Kenny's hanging out with Chris Jericho and feuding with the Bucks. Like nothing.
But I mean, her happy little family's crumbling because now she gets Kenny and Jericho, which she has to be happy about because
she is
two of the people that are absolutely shitty that she really likes are together. So like, cool for her. But then they're also like fighting the Bucks.
The Winnipeggers.
Yeah, the Winnipeggers versus the Bucks. So she can't be happy about that. And then the Bucks are also like, hey, Hangman, what the fuck? You lost our trios titles because you're busy chasing dudes around. And that was kind of fucked up too. And like he's off doing his own thing. So like the whole Happy Elite family is just crumbling. And you know why it's crumbling? Because of motherfucking Chris Jericho.
Well, because Chris Jericho is the devil. Not that devil, but the devil.
I mean, I agree.
Unless
it's crazy. Look, like wholeheartedly between the OG members of the Elite that were still a member of Bullet Club that included Kenny, the Bucks, Cody, Hangman, and that one other dude that used to woot woot all the time with an umbrella.
Marty Scurll.
I was trying not to say his name. But Cody Rhodes obviously was the best individual person there. Then there's the Bucks, who I liked. So those were the 3 members that I really liked the most. And I stopped liking the Bucks so much, but it's kind of hard not to root for them and be on their side because they're 100% correct in these gripes. It's like, why reform this? We were doing our own thing, and it's fine. It's okay for friends to not do their own, not be together and do their own thing, whatever. But why bring each other together and then not have each other's back? Kenny's loyalty is to Ibushi and his back.
Is it
not
though?
even
Because now he's a
No.
golden jet or whatever the dumb fucking name is.
It's not, because I heard through the grapevine that Kenny was out here being a whore while Kota Ibushi
Good
was out
morning.
in Japan. Wait, what?
A flying shooter or sharpshooter said, "Good morning. Good morning."
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Also,
but yeah,
can we all collectively, as a group, spit the fact that Paul White is trying to wrestle with
I don't
his
think he's trying to
jankety
wrestle.
ass legs?
I don't think he's trying to wrestle. I think they forced that man to wrestle.
Yes, Ibushi and Kenny are the Golden Showers. However, Jericho is calling their tag team the Golden Jets or some dumb shit. I don't even. Maybe I guess it's a fucking hockey team or some shit. I don't know. Not important. I'll spit that. It should have been Captain Insano, and if you don't give me Captain Insano, don't give me anything.
Or it should have been nobody. It just make it a fucking 3-on-3.
That too.
But what do I know?
Vince, spit or swallow.
This might be my last one, unless I can wrangle something up behind it afterwards. But I'm gonna swallow the Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders IC title match that featured The Miz, Ricochet, Ivar, and Bronson Reed. It was a really good match. Raw every single week has at least one really banger match, and this was one of them, if not it in general. It was really good. It was fantastic. I'm gonna gargle the finish because it was a little messy and I was a little confused, and it seemed like the referee was trying to let what's the ring announcer's name? Samantha Irving let her know, hey, don't announce Miz the winner. He was trying to call an audible because Ricochet kicked out, and I guess he wasn't supposed to. They were supposed to do like a double pin between Ivar and Miz, and it was going to set up a #1 contender singles match between Ivar and Miz. But it looks like they're still going to do that anyways. It looked like Miz was going to be the #1 contender going into it because he's been doing stuff with Gunther in general. The match was good. The finish to the match is a little sloppy. I think they're still going to get to where they're trying to get to. It's just they're going to take a detour.
Go ahead, Katie.
From reports that we didn't really need these reports. Ricochet apparently got a concussion during the middle of the match, hence why the ending was sloppy. But I agree with what people have been saying. Of course, it was Seltzer who said it, but it also makes sense. We don't fucking need to know that. Like, leave that shit be. Like, we don't need to know. Like, keep stuff behind the curtain. And like wrestlers were even coming at his neck and being like, we don't fucking like need to know this shit. Like, let stuff stay in that aspect. But yeah, from reports that I saw, Ricochet did get a concussion off one of the Hurricane Rana spots, and that's why the ending seemed a little sloppy.
Yeah.
I am all for the greatest intercontinental title reign of the modern era versus arguably one of the greatest intercontinental champions of all time for the Intercontinental Championship. I have been saying Miz getting disrespected repeatedly. Hopefully it leads to something. I can't wait to see it. Ivar also. I thought it said pooped into show. Popped. Thank you, JJ. We love you.
Pooped in the show real quick.
Yeah, well,
It's okay if you
sometimes
took
you
a
gotta
poop while you're watching us. It's okay. I'm okay with that.
I've all been for Miz being disrespected and proving something. So with Ivar attacking him after his win, which again, regardless of what it's supposed to be, sets up that more of like Miz being disrespected, regardless of what's going on. Him and Gunther, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's go.
Honestly, I'm just very happy for my sister because she's getting a lot of good content with her faves. She loves the Miz. She's been a Miz fan since like the early days. So she's gonna be at Survivor Series. She's gonna see Miz have an IC title match against Gunther. So that's gonna be great. The Damage Control stuff. She's a big Bayley fan, so she's enjoying everything there. My other sister is like a huge Kairi Sane fan, so she's excited that she gets to see her wrestle live for the first time ever. So that's just good shit. Like in the Miz, honestly, that's gonna be fantastic. Like I said, this card's starting to look like a takeover with 2 War Games matches. the 2 title matches that have been confirmed on the Raw
We
side.
don't have 2 War Games matches yet. We have 1 War Games match. Y'all are jumping to conclusion. What if you don't get a Women's War Games? How pissed are you going to be? You guys are just assuming it's going to happen. They have not announced a Women's War Games match.
I won't get.
I would just be sad.
I want to be
this
pissed.
guy in a War Games is
Chef's kiss.
I'm just
Chef's
saying.
kiss.
Stop
Kyrie
saying
Sane
there's 2 War
does an
Games matches until they announce
insane
it.
elbow off the top of the cage
In a
and-
trash can.
in a trash can simultaneously while Io does her moonsault in a trash can. Everyone gets a trash can.
Everyone gets a trash can.
On to Rhea, who's not even in the match.
I mean,
How fucking dare you? No.
yeah. But yeah, Fatal 4-Way was a good match. That was the
Katie.
crux of everything.
Dude, we got you. You did a good job, Vince. You're doing great. It's great to have you back. You're doing a fantastic job. I'm very proud of you. I love you. Katie, spit or swallow.
I'm gonna swallow Lola Vice and Elektra Lopez taking on Roxanne Perez and Kalani Jordan. Women. Ta-da!
What a concept.
I love all 4 of them, and I was very impressed with all 4 women in the match. Lola obviously won the breakout tournament, and there's all this beef. Plus Ariana Grace sitting on the ramp, just
Fuck Carmen Petrovich. All right. You leave Miss NXT the fuck alone. All right. Telling her in the back to shut up and attacking her when she comes out to congratulate everyone at the end of the match. Fuck you, Carmen Petrovich.
She just wants her to shut up.
That's not her.
I wish I could do that to
business.
people I want to shut
Put
up.
some goddamn earplugs in. Leave Miss
Ariana Grace is
NXT alone.
loud. She gets it from her aunt.
She is Miss NXT.
She gets it from her aunt. Shout out to Santina.
That's not. Well, yeah, that would be her aunt.
Yeah. Think about it. I know what I'm talking about.
Man, I did
Well,
have to think about it.
Great women's match. Love it. I love that all the women get showcased in NXT.
Yeah, true.
You know, it was a fun time, and I am happy that we're going to do something with Ariana Grace and lead into this Carmen Petrovich feud and whatever and blah, blah, blah. So, in all reality, yes, I just leave her alone. Damn it. So pretty.
Leave pretty alone. It's that energy.
Yeah. I'm going to swallow Tony time with Sheeta. So we're in black and white. We're doing, an interview. Tony's talking her shit. She wants a title shot. Apparently, Sheeta just hates fun. That's her thing now. She hates fun. Tony's tired of Sheeta beating her to the punch. She's like, I wanted to be 3-time AEW Women's Champion, and you beat me to that. And I want to do this, and you beat me to that. So I'm not going to let you beat me to shit no more. Then when she got up and did her, you know what they say in Hollywood, chin up, tits out, and watch for the... She'd have knocked the shoe out of her hand. She didn't even get to throw it. Like, why do you hate fun?
She was watching for the shoe.
On top of that, if there is a god, Mariah May is the Mickey James to Tony Storm's Trish Stratus, which means I need an eventual Mariah May Tony Storm match with the camel toe clutch and the need it has to happen.
It will.
I
In
think
some way, shape, or
be an
form.
actual move. I think we need to make
The
that
camel
move.
toe clutch? No,
Yes.
that's no.
Mickey did it. It's a thing. It exists.
Mickey also did it in the match she had with Trinity. Not in some capacity, yes. But listen, I love the fact that that's how they introduced Mariah May, because a lot of people don't know who she is, and I'm glad they did it in that aspect. She's done fantastic work in Stardom. I've seen clips here and there, and she does have this like glamour type character to her, which kind of fits with Tony Storm's Timeless Tony thing. So it makes sense, and she is already playing it up. Tony went to Japan, so I went to Japan. Tony signed with AEW, so I signed with AEW. It's giving like Mean Girls energy, where it's like, I saw Katie Herring wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops. That's the vibe I get, and I absolutely love it. Everything about Tony is top tier. The tits, it's the best. I hope she beats Sheeta. Tits are always out. Tits out for Tony.
Should we also write down Camel Toe Clutch as a possible title for today?
I'll write it down. I'm not happy about it, but I'll write it down.
Well then, those are options.
Vince, are you out or do you have anything?
I'll spit Sami Zayn as an individual because this man cannot just leave people the fuck alone. He got beat already, and he's out here preventing cash-ins. Has nothing to do with him, and he's out here preventing Damian Priest. Then he goes over on Raw, and he gets patted on the back by Seth Rollins. So I'm spitting Seth Rollins too, by like just being okay with that shit, like, and rewarding that. Like, I'm just spitting Sami Zayn in general. I've been tired of him. I've been annoyed with him ever since after they won the tag titles at WrestleMania. I have not gave a single fuck about Sami Zayn.
He had a valid reason though. Like,
bro, move the fuck on. It's like that ex-girlfriend.
They become the bloodline. I couldn't let them have all the titles.
That sounds like his own personal PTSD. Listen,
yeah.
I'd also like to point out that the Judgment Day doesn't have all the titles.
Exactly. The logic makes no sense. The logic.
But I understand what he's saying. I get.
Listen,
I get his gist.
That's like a girl or a guy, whatever, doesn't matter. Happens with both sexes. Gets
Maybe
cheated on. They get cheated on by their partner. That partner goes on to start dating that person. Or have a whatever kind of life. Yeah, you got cheated on, but now their whole gimmick and characteristics and everything they live for is you cheated on me, so now you can't have anything. I'm gonna ruin this for you. I'm gonna make sure that your next relationship doesn't work well because you cheated on me. It's like, bro, just move the fuck on. You were done dirty, but move the fuck on.
That's called emotional trauma, Vince.
Then go seek counseling. Leave the Judgment Day the fuck
Some people
alone.
can't afford counseling. That's just expensive.
Well, what if the Judgment Day really come off like cheaters? Like they really, and let's be honest. They definitely do have similar bloodline vibes. So if bloodlines are cheaters, Dominic Mysterio is out here banging Buddy Murphy's girlfriend. There's some cheating going on.
I think we'd all do that if
all
we could.
of their matches to help each other win, except for Rhea. She's the only one who could win on her own.
But
leader.
Let me ask you a genuine, serious question.
Yes.
Are you guys not annoyed by Sami Zayn on TV?
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not on the YK Wrestling fuck Sami Zayn train, and I haven't been this entire time.
Fuck Sami Zayn. Fuck Johnny Gargano. Fuck Tommaso Ciampa. All three of them. Like, I love them as
indie you wrestlers. Just hate indie darlings. That's crazy.
I love Kevin. Like, that's why I was so glad when Kevin was the one that was traded to SmackDown, so he'd be long gone and away from Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn was weighing Kevin Owens down.
Wow. His accusations.
Straight facts. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Right fucking now.
Right now.
Nah, I'm spitting Sami Zayn in general. It's just like I'm sick of him.
Listen, you are allowed to spit whatever load you don't like, Vince. I'm not going to stop you.
I got maybe one more, but you guys keep going.
Katie, spit or swallow?
Again, more women. I'm swallowing Fallon Henley and Tiffany Stratton for a shot in the Iron Survivor match at Deadline. And I like the fact that they're having the just Hall of Famers announce the match. It's not just we were supposed to get this match last week anyways, but now we actually got it, and it was a hell of a fucking match. I love the fact that it's the two of them, and Tiffany obviously wins, gonna be in the Iron Survivor, which she in it last year? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
I can't remember because I know Because I know Kiana James was. I know Roxanne was. Because Roxanne won, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But regardless.
That is not what I wanted. I typed in Iron Survivor 2023 because technically it was still this year. And it changed it to Iron Lung Survivors, which is not what I was looking for.
Oh my god. No. Ay, Dios mío. Okay.
That's funny.
No, like it was a hell of a match, and I like the fact that we're getting good matchups for this to pick the contenders. So why didn't you
No, I'm with you. And not just that, because Mick Foley is one of 3 or 4. 3? It's him, Lita, somebody else.
I think fucking Jerry Lawler of all people.
Man, well.
Which, like, Shawn Michaels can see me about that one. Well, because I think there's... So that would be what? 1, 2, 3, 4... I would assume it'd have to be another person. Maybe JBL?
Yeah, I think
Booker
JBL
T?
was on that list.
Because I think it's 5 people in the Iron Survivor.
Yes. That's correct.
We had... Roxanne Perez defeated Zoe Stark, Cora James, Kiana James, Cora Jade, Kiana James, and Indy Hartwell.
Could have sworn I
That's
heard you say
right.
Cora James.
I did say Cora James, and then I
There's a lot of
corrected and said
names.
Cora Jade and Kiana James.
Because we said Kiana James, like, showed up and showed out in that fucking match. I remember.
Yes. Anyway, we had them picking. Mixed picks were the match that Katie just talked about, as well as Dijakovic versus Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
I skipped the match
Because Dijakovic won?
just because I don't care about Dijakovic or Tyler Bate.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't care about Tyler Bate? When I've been trying to tell you not to care about him, and you fought me for weeks on end about, but he's Tyler Bate, blah, 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 blah. Like,
I think it was the Dijak effect because 9 times out of 10, if Tyler is in the match with someone that I somewhat care about or think is a good opponent for him, or just an interesting matchup, I still tune in. I still semi-care. But I don't know. There's just like a lot. Like, I've been leaning more towards character wrestling the last couple weeks.
because it's better.
Because, look, you can tell a great story in ring, but if there's no actual story consequences to the fallout of that match, what's the even fucking point? I can go to an indie wrestling show and just watch some really good wrestling, like with a bunch of interesting characters. I don't know. There's just been a lot of good storytelling in all 3 of WWE's brands, like I've stated before, that when I'm not getting that from certain characters, like I just don't care about you. Same reason why I'm not really fucking with Tommaso and Johnny right now with DIY, because I really don't care what they're doing. They're not doing anything of consequence, of interest.
That part I do agree with. I don't agree with you hating on the Power Rangers though. Okay, do you got anything else?
I love the Power Rangers.
Like, one thing.
All right, I'm out. So Vince, you said you maybe had one more.
It's a quick one. I like the Judgment Day interaction with Damian Priest, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio. I sent you the TikTok of it where Damian Priest is like going off on JD McDonough, notices that he has a Damian Priest shirt on. He's like, "Did you buy that?" And then Dom covers up his Damian Priest shirt so he doesn't get yelled at by Damian Priest. Love it.
So you swallowed that because you didn't say you swallowed it. You just said you liked it.
I'm a swallowing Dominic Mysterio Judgment Day. Everything.
You've been swallowing Dominic Mysterio for years. Katie, spit or swallow.
If only
I'm
Andy
gonna
did.
swallow Swerve versus Penta on AEW. Hell of a fucking match. And Hangman was barred from ringside. As soon as that match ended, this man's came down swinging, dead eye through the fucking table on outside the ring. And now, as said by the Hangman tonight, it'll be a Texas death match at Full Gear between him and Swerve. So, blood, bleeding everywhere. I like this feud, honestly.
I like the feud. Like Vince said, you can watch a great match. And obviously the ending of the match had a lot to do with it. okay, Swerve and Penta put on a great match. Woohoo. But like, I was kind of just waiting for when Hangman got down there and he did his thing.
I'm just excited that Swerve's actually in the story that's being built up. But if this doesn't lead to Swerve winning that feud, and it just leads to another Hangman feud win, I'm gonna be like, what was even the fucking point?
Well, you're gonna have that on both ends. There are gonna be people saying Hangman loses too much. Why is Hangman blah blah blah? Swerve broke into his house, and you're gonna have people.
Listen, Hangman lost the moment he decided to not live the gimmick and let it hang by wearing assless chaps.
Oh my fucking god!
That's who needs to start an OnlyFans.
I want to thank you guys for joining us. Katie, what was your favorite show you watched this week?
I think I'm gonna go NXT.
Vince?
Despite the way it started, I'm going to say SmackDown. I think it had the most story narrative pieces of the week with LWO and Damage Control stuff. SmackDown's pretty solid 2-hour show. Love it.
Also going to go NXT. Gave me my most bang in the women for the buck. Gave me the Chase U story.
You just got all your Italians over
that I want.
Italians and women. What more can you ask for?
I told my wife earlier today, I'm a very simple man to please. Watch TV shows with me and touch my penis. That's all I need. I'll stay married to you forever.
Oh my god.
When it comes to wrestling, I'm a very simple man to please, Vince. A very simple
Italians
man to please.
and women.
Women and Italians. That's all I ask for.
And if you get Italian women, even better.
What do you think Gianna is?
Gianna?
Or not Gianna. Yeah.
Ariana Grace?
Yes, there you go. Her real name is Gianna.
Yes.
Yes.
Confused the fuck out of me. Well, Lola Vice was there too. So shout out to Lola
is
Vice.
the Milan Miracle, hence the Italian, even though she was born in Canada. You can be Italian Canadian.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
So, best show of the week as per the She Elite Showcase and one half of the Smackin' It Raw is NXT. Haven't done that in a while. It felt good. Vince, you've been gone a while. Why don't you plug yourself for everyone? Bend over and spread those cheeks.
Ew.
What the fuck? Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SESVince. Link to my bio. Takes you to all the archives from Straight Talk. Straight Talk's done, but you can still watch past episodes. There's been a lot of fun content there, so it'd mean a lot to me if you still check that out. Don't forget about it. Follow me, subscribe to my YouTube at youtube.com/SESVince. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go live, when we talk basketball, wrestling, or any other stuff. I'll still do YouTube stuff there. Aside from that, check out Young Kings Wrestling. Get the Black Lives Matter hoodie because it's hoodie season. Just check out Young Kings Wrestling in general. They're good people. And when we come back with the Get Your podcast, I'll let you know. Follow me on Twitter. I'll tell you when we're back.
Katie?
You can follow me on Twitter at KatieWrestling13. Link to my about to all things She Elite Showcase. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase and YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. Typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, except this past week because reasons. Wednesday night.
Katie had a date.
No, patreon.com/She Elite Showcase where you can see non-wrestling exclusive podcasts every month. I'm actually filming with Justin and Justin next week on Thursday after She Elite for an all music related one. So that'll be out in 2 weeks. Right before Thanksgiving, so you can check that out. But the past episode with Matt, all things spooky, past episode with Vince and Young Kings Wrestling, with Law and Order's out.
Dun.
Yeah, I've done a lot of stuff. I'm writing stuff. I'm everywhere.
She got off on Sunday.
Yep.
You guys can also go to at Katie Wrestling 13 and let Katie know why MJF is the devil. Or tell us, what team you are. Are you team Katie LWO or team Vince LWO? Like where do you stand on that? But you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ridders, MATTRIDDER, for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, or on my other socials like TikTok, Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads at Smackin It Raw. It'll get you a little bit of everything over there. Also, go follow Creatia World at It's Creatia World, ITS CREATIA World on all socials, And creationworld.com is back. So you can go there, click there, and it'll get you links to everything. As I said, the latest episode of Getting Off is out, where me and Katie and kind of Will talk Hellraiser. Me and Katie talk the franchise. Will talks the first movie and then watches one and has some great commentary as he's watching the second movie throughout the show as well. And that is available in audio now as well. So if you go to Linktree/Getting Off, you can go find the audio versions of the podcast. Episode 20 and 21 are available in audio. For Miss Katie Kinzy, baby, the Pornhub Poppy, I am the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter, and this has been your #1 wrestling podcast on Pornhub.